my biggest regret is back in those days, you know, when all this stuff happened, was to fight it, not fight it, but to, like, I've recorded all my shows since 1993. I don't have to fight anybody on anything. If somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, you're doing my joke," I could easily go, "What joke is it? When did you tell it? Let me go look." And then if you did it before me, I'll stop doing it, or whatever it is. Like, I've always had that.
Yeah.
But I stayed quiet, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And now it's just like, that's what it is.
Who opens for you on the road? You take people?
I take different people. I
That's
bring
what I do.
Jade Catapretta sometimes. Who else do I bring?
Candace.
I like bringing girls.
Yeah?
Yeah, because guys, sometimes I bring guys and then they try to like bury me.
I want them to bury me.
I do. I know what you're saying. You're like Mencia in that way. Where
No, I'm not at all like
I know.
Headline.
100% not like
Russell
this.
is Carlos.
In the only way that you're like him. Just listen to what I have to say, okay?
Yeah, but I'm using my own stuff.
I understand that. That's not what I know that. You're writing your own jokes. You're an original comic, and you're the best. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in this
Can
one.
we give me a different instance?
Or I'll give you a different fucking.
There's got to be
Joe
another
Rogan.
comic.
You're
There
like
you
Joe
go.
Rogan in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is day late in a dollar show, but I really feel bad for Joe Rogan and
Carlos
and he
Mencia.
put a foot. Joe Rogan really, and I know he probably, anybody that says is like on his side or whatever, he probably go fuck you, because he went through a lot of shit dealing with Carlos. But Carlos finally just
Admitted
said,
to everything.
I fucking steal.
Why can't we have that clip? We've talked about this 2 or 3 times on the show already. He basically admits everything.
No, not basically. He says,
I'm
his
being
attitude,
polite.
his attitude was this, like, yeah, I fucking steal. If I'm in the back of the fucking room, you better watch your fucking material, because I'll take it, remix it, and make it a hit.
Just like a rap guy.
Because I'll add Mexican
and I'm going,
to it.
well, that means somebody is owed royalties, and somebody, you made a lot of money off of these people that you steal from.
But he's justifying by saying if rap artists could take someone's like old song and make it. I understand, but that's basically what he was saying. If a rap guy could do that, I could do the same thing and make it my own.
And the argument against Carlos would be that a joke is contingent upon catching you off guard. Music is not. Like, a joke has an effect the first time you know what I mean? It's a different thing.
And could you please stop saying joke? This is the thing that kills me.
Don't yell at me.
I'm reading. Not you.
Is that a good quality?
Back in the day, people stole jokes. It was like 2 Jews walked in the bar.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
meant to be
yeah.
told to everybody. Carlos is taking fucking
Material,
your
other
life's
people's stories.
analogies, man.
Yeah, because these are stories based on your life, and you're a little twist on them, and then just like
But
you said, adding Mexican
he was
to
also
it.
he was also in it saying,
Hold on, why don't we just play the clip?
wait. I just want to say
You need something
he
before we
wasn't.
play the clip?
Yeah, that he. This is not just the clip. He's in the whole thing saying, here's what the fuck you supposed to be as a comic. If you ain't this as a comic, you ain't shit. If you ain't that as a... And then he says, I steal, which nullifies... He doesn't have a position on comedy. That means that... what's those cover bands? Don't need to say they're cover bands.
Yeah, they could just say they're the band.
Well, fuck you.
I'm Journey.
I'm fucking Journey, nigga.
I'm REO Speedwagon. I'm fucking.
Well, how about you just you have a different name, and you play all their songs and just say
and to say what I can't believe he did this.
my song.
Like, he admitted it to it. It was a bad move. And the Carlos is a likable guy, man. I like Carlos. I see him. He's not a guy. He's one of those guys you can't hate. So it's like, but he really. He has no stance on anything else in comedy. He can't say, here's my philosophy,
right,
when you're a thief.
Right.
Like, you're justifying stealing. There's nothing on any level, but the bad part is Rogan was on this, and they ended up pushing him out away like he was a nutbag for going this hard. I wouldn't go that hard, because there is no justice. Because he's going to still win. My thing is, who I'm mad at, not at the business. I'm mad at any person after he goes, yeah, I fucking steal, you better watch out, and this and that go see him.
Yeah, that's going to go see him.
Are there fans that do that?
You know, he's always nice whenever I don't know him, but he's always nice whenever I see him.
Yeah,
he just got to, I mean, he just had, I guess he was taking material, and that's what people said he was doing. Did you know that he was doing that? Was it that evident, or were you into it?
You know, I think I honestly, I
don't know that much about it at all.
I'm going to tell you what it is. And,
That was a lot of it. But I think equally as bad was him bumping people back in the 90s. So, when you went up this weekend, right? At the store? Or last week sometime?
Yeah.
What time do you get spots, 9:45, 10, right?
Yeah, I'm more like 11.
11. So if he gives you an 11 o'clock spot, right? When you show up at the club, you think you're going to get up between 11 and 11:15, right?
Yeah.
But back in the late 90s, if you had an 11 o'clock spot, it meant people didn't even show up.
Wow.
Because they knew that they wouldn't be able to get up.
Damn.
Because they knew that Mencia or Eddie Griffin or some of these guys, and they would do 3 or 4 hours on stage.
What?
Yeah.
They let him go?
Yeah, they let him go. And they did that every night. And there was like...
Mitzi just let him go?
Yeah. There was
Why?
like 4 or 5 of them
That
that
seems
were like
very
that.
bizarre that she would let him do that.
I remember one time Rogan and I, Eddie Griffin went up for hours, and Rogan and I were in the not the lobby, but out in the patio, and we're just sitting there, and Rogan goes, "I'm just gonna leave." I mean, you can't. To think Joe Rogan, what he is now, you know what I mean? But they used to do it to him.
Wow.
And imagine all the people that Mencia bumped. He bumped Whitney. I mean, everyone that's big now, right? Everyone that's a regular now at the store was the people that he bumped for years. A lot of the resentment and hatred that
Fueled
people
their
have
careers.
It fueled them, but it also made them hate the man.
Oh, I see.
Jesus Christ. It's been forever.
And now he admits it, man. It's just
now admitting it like that.
And if there's no backlash, and I'm not trying to but if there's no backlash from people, that means it's like I'm performing in front of like maybe some people that I go, why don't I just steal? Why the fuck don't I just steal material that's proof, just like rappers, and I don't condone that shit. But just like them, I go, look, I'm gonna pay some young guy who's been in the business 6 months, has a great premise. I've seen it all the time. Great premise, doesn't have the skills to make that shit funny. I've been there. There's times when I started where I go, man, I got this great bit, in my mind, but it's just not going to execute because I'm not good enough to skillfully do it. And so why don't I just give this guy $100 who needs it? That's his first comedy dollar. Let me take that bit because I see the magic in it, and don't give him a dime. At least Carlos could say, I pay these guys their royalty fee.
Yeah.
Something. That's what rappers do. They go, look, they don't just go, man, I was sitting in the back of the room and watched James Brown and said, this old fool motherfucker, I'm going to make me a song. They got to pay that nigga money, man, and his estate.
But that's, they don't have a choice in that.
Thank you.
So this is what happened. I get this email the other day from this guy who's a radio DJ in Tucson.
Ouch.
Who says that Carlos Mencia was talking shit about me on the radio. Do I want to listen to it? I say, okay. So he sends me the audio file. And it's Carlos basically saying that he came to the Comedy Store and that he went on after me and that everyone in the Comedy Store calls him the Punisher. Like, he's completely out of his fucking mind. And that the only reason why everybody says he steals jokes is because they're jealous. Which is insane, because have you ever heard anybody saying that Chris Rock steals jokes or Dave Chappelle steals jokes? No, but they're more jealous of Carlos Mencia than Chris Rock. All right, here's the problem with this guy. He lives in such a shallow glass house. Carlos Mencia claims to be Mexican. His name isn't even really Carlos Mencia. That's a fake name. His real ethnicity is he's half German and half Honduran. And his real name is Ned Holness. This is real.
Wow.
This is all real. Mitzi
I
Shore
didn't know that.
invented the name Carlos Mencia to ingratiate him with the Latino community of Los Angeles. So this fucking
His name is
retard...
Ned?
Yeah, his name is Ned. Yeah. He's got a fake name. I mean, this guy's so fucking stupid. His whole reasoning for why people call him a thief is that they're jealous. They're jealous of him. This fake fucking Mexican living this fake life, stealing people's material. All right, so what he says is basically that...
I got the audio, by the way, if you want to go through it.
What, him on stage?
Yeah, no.
Oh, of the show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You want to do that or what? It's short
We
clips.
can. Sure, we can go on. But what's even better is what I did is I put the audio on my website, and I hired a personal cameraman. So my cameraman happened to be there the day Carlos claims that I was watching him from the stage, and instead what we have is me on stage and him watching me, pacing around the room, watching me. The guy imitates everyone, including me, all the time. He steals from everyone, whether it's George Lopez or Paul Mooney or old Richard Pryor albums. The guy's a fucking idiot, and all he does is rehash other people's shit or rewrite other people's shit. You know, you do a joke about going to the fucking zoo, whatever it is, and if it kills, he'll do a joke about going to the zoo and just rewrite your shit. He's a weak-minded fucking simpleton, and he doesn't know that people know he's a weak-minded simpleton.
Wouldn't it be great to be able to like hear this shit and then go like, fucking Rogan, I'm gonna kick his ass. But Rogan's such a fucking animal. You can't kick his ass.
Well, I mean, why would you want to kick my ass? Because I'm telling the truth? That's the crazy thing. I'm not running around saying that great comedians are shitheads. I love comedy, and there's the whole point. The thing that I wrote on my website, joerogan.net, the whole thing I wrote this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning with no sleep, is that I'm a huge fan of comedy. To this day, still am, always will be. You know, if I'm at the Comedy Store and Chris Rock shows up, dude, I'm the first person who wants to sit down. I want to watch great comedy. I love it. I love somebody who's got a unique point of view. I love somebody who comes up with some new shit that they crafted. I know this guy sat down on his computer and wrote this all out and tried it on stage in 15 different comedy clubs, and then boom, there it is. You're like, whoa! Like, I remember when Rock was at the Comedy Store, and he was working out his Oscar shit. Dude, like me and like 10 other guys sat in the back of the room, fucking howling, loving it. Love comedy. Hate fucking thieves! That's all it is! I hate fucking thieves! Does it fucking infuriate you?
I know the kind. I don't know Ned.
Just call him the phony Mexican or Carlos Mencia. That's what we call him.
What he's talking about, like, the most brutal thief isn't the guy who just takes your whole joke. It's almost like Mad Libs. Like, they'll just, like, say he's saying you go to the zoo and you got a bit about a gorilla. He makes it an orangutan. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was taking
Dane Cook
shit.
did that to me.
He was taking a dump.
Dane Cook did that to me. He did it on Premium Blend. He did my joke about fucking tigers. He did it with rhinos. Genius. Fucking genius. You know, there's so much of that shit going on. It's fucking insane.
It happens in radio all the time, too.
Of course it does.
But the new thing in radio is like, everyone steals from everyone, so it's okay.
Fuck that it is. You know, I love when you guys do something, you credit people. That's the way to do it. And that other douchebag that was, you know, doing his shit on Channel 152 that you guys were torturing for a few days.
Jim Phillips?
Yeah, that fucking idiot. That was awesome.
That was fun, wasn't
beautiful. That was one of the last shows I listened to before I got a new car, and I have to get XM in my new car.
Joe, you ever have somebody come up to you, right? You just did your set, you killed, some bitch just killed, and somebody comes up to you and is like, yeah, you know, I used to do some shit like that.
And you know they're lying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to do a bit like that, but it's a little different. You don't have to worry about it. You can still do it. You can still do it.
Thank you. They give you permission to do
weak-minded cocksucker.
You know the best one I ever got? I had a guy actually say, you know what, I was thinking of doing some shit like that.
That's funny.
It's just like, after I said it?
And then, coincidentally, they bring back their old material that they never did in the first place because they now set it up by saying that they used to do that material.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And what's really brutal is comedy clubs don't do anything about it, man. I mean, it's just the most frustrating thing in the world for a comic to know that your art, what you do, what you put out, is supporting this club.
keeping it together. But these people like fucking cannibals, and they hire these scumbags, these fucking thieves, these just fucking simpleton cocksuckers who can't come up with anything. These weak-minded motherfuckers who just rehash your shit. And these comedy clubs hire them, and they expect you to all work it out. They expect. I've actually heard that argument. Hey, you guys got to work that out with yourself. You fucking know he's a thief. You fucking know. No one calls someone a thief that's not a thief. There's not one person I've ever heard called a thief that's not a thief. Have you? Have you ever heard one person called a thief that's not a thief? It doesn't exist. There's thieves and there's regular comedians, but those thieves, they fucking make it through. They sneak through the net somehow or another because the comics don't do anything about it, because the club owners don't do anything about it. These motherfuckers, they swim upstream and they make it.
Yeah.
And they have millions of dollars and they drive in fucking fancy cars and everybody goes, well, you're just fucking jealous. And you're just sitting there going, holy shit. Holy shit. Is this for real? Is this for real?